President, fellow Toastmasters and friends. If I were to be asked what makes for a good speech, I would say only two things. A speech that stimulates us intellectually, and then secondly, touches us emotionally. And of course, after listening to Arjun's speech today, I would add a third one, something that entertains us. I think Arjun deserves a round of applause. He chose a perfect topic for today's presentation, Indian family. Now, many of you who know me know that I'm actually a quarter Indian. Now, when the Indian part of my family comes together for Hari Raya, when two of them start speaking, it's like a pasar malam. And so when I heard your speech, Arjun, I was quite amused because it reminds me of my own family and how Indian families, I mean, I'm one quarter Indian, and how Indian families can actually make for such a humorous occasion. Now, I'd like to talk about two things in this evaluation. First, the compliments, things which I thought you deserve some applause, and then secondly, some comments on areas that you may want to improve on. Now, let's start with the compliments. When I heard your speech earlier, I was quite impressed because you stood up here, you didn't say anything at first, and then when you started speaking, it was as if you were speaking to a group of friends. Now, we have about 30 or 40 persons in today's room, but when you spoke, it was so eloquent, so casual, so friendly, and you satisfied one of the first key objectives of your project, which is to speak naturally and with ease. Now, the second point was actually the fact that you used different vocal variety techniques in giving your presentation. For example, you used pauses very effectively. When you first said, families will be with you through thick or thin. There was a pause in between. It allowed us to capture each idea, thick and thin. You also used what I call a whisper. Have they slept yet? That was quite good because you could actually lower your tone to give us the impression, and you could imagine how a person whispering sounded like. You also had an element of excitement in your presentation when you said, wow, this boy is so rich and so cute. Now, Arjun, you may be rich, but cute, I'm not too sure. Let's talk about some of the comments, some of the areas which I thought you might want to improve on. You see, every speech requires some form of alteration to make it more powerful, in short, to strengthen your presentation. Now, there was one area which I thought you may want to improve on. You spoke earlier, it was quite soft. When I sat down there, it was with purpose, was to see whether you could project your voice louder. It wasn't that loud. So one point that you need to take note of is to speak louder so that people at the front can hear you, and the middle can hear you, and of course people at the back like me can hear you. Second, there were many interesting aspects in your presentation, but I thought it was too many. Family photographs, your evil sister, so I mean good sister, of course, marriage. That was being too much. Narrow and focus down on just one thing. Would it be examinations, family photographs, or perhaps your sister? Now, just make sure that your speech is tight enough so that you can focus clearly on your key message. Arjun, just make sure, don't make your speech too tight like Magnus's shirt over here. So Arjun, sure you did a fantastic presentation. I enjoyed it. Just remember to speak louder and focus on the key points. And the best is yet